Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, remember to hit that bell for notifications for when we drop new videos.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night.
Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Boogeyman Radio. I am Clark W. Griswold, a.k.a. Dave, and Chuck is muted. There he goes.
No, I'm not.
What
are you
did not
talking
know if
about?
you're going to catch that or not.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Nothing. When I said mute, I meant like, couldn't speak very well.
Clearly that is false. Fake news. What?
Fake news, whatever. Fake news. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's great.
How is everybody? God, it's so good to be back here on a Monday. I've been looking forward to this all freaking week. Not all day,
Actually,
all week.
I have too. Like, I've been thinking of questions I want to ask our guests tonight, and I didn't write any down. So
I didn't either. It's all going to be up here, man. All up here.
From the dome.
Why need paper when you got the power of the brain? Duh.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from there. Anyways, I hope everybody else is having a great time. Like we
Yes.
said, we put it in the chat earlier. If you have any questions that you want us to ask, just throw them up there,
Yeah.
please. But first,
we will put your thingies up there.
How was your week?
Not those thingies, but
whoa.
you know.
First, though, how was your week?
Dude, I don't even remember my week.
Oh, good.
I wasn't drunk or like passed out or nothing like that. I was just playing Call of
As he
Duty all
grabs the beer.
week. I wasn't even drunk or drinking.
Nah, it's fine.
Nah, I just been playing Call of Duty and working.
All right.
We have
all right.
we've been slammed at work. It's like one of the busiest weekends of the year, and we were just prepping for that.
Interesting.
And then I've been sleeping like 4 hours a night. But next Monday, I will have a lot to share because I will be out filming Wednesday, and then I'll be up in KC on Friday. Yep. We got a lot to share then next Monday,
Yeah, we
huh?
do. It's going to be a lot of fun.
But no,
Hopefully,
I
it'll
just
be a lot to share. Dave's dead, guys. Sorry. It's just me now.
he walked into the wrong part of KC. Dan Williams and him.
Looking for a lighter.
Right? He got shot by a crackhead named Tony.
Hey, you guys made it back alive. That's all I'm saying. That's what
We did.
matters.
We did.
But
Long story.
Yeah, long story short. That's the edited version.
We didn't get shot, though.
No, not at all.
It's a little bit of a difference, I guess. Maybe
Oh,
a
no.
tetanus shot. We probably need that.
Yeah,
Caleb is a
absolutely.
bust. You're going to be in KC this Friday. Yeah.
It's Mitch. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I haven't told him yet. Sorry, Mitch. It's a
Womp
hangout. People from out of town are coming to KC, and it's
It's a
kind of like
business
a big meetup.
Business thing.
Yeah, not a
Um,
paranormal thing.
So I will say, whenever you come over and hang out and stuff, you are going to learn about something new that is in progress.
Can't wait.
Something scientifically useful for the paranormal field that has not been done by the same guys who
Right.
were published in the England Journal of Science
Yep.
or whatever shit.
The
Anyway.
people that have been making some headways, and I knew there was more to
Legitimate.
this than
Yeah.
just they're coming into town just to hang out and see friends. Yeah.
No, that's why they're coming down,
Uh-huh.
honestly. They're coming down just to hang out. We're not going to investigate or nothing.
Oh, I figured that. Yeah, no,
We're just
I
going to
did
come down, hang
exactly.
out, drink a couple.
I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Shoot shit.
Yeah.
Aaron Thompson's coming down too.
Oh,
So that's going to
God.
be.
I haven't
gonna
seen
be
Aaron since your
amazing.
Paracon. I haven't talked to Aaron since since after the Paracon.
Yeah.
Needs to happen.
He's going to be bringing his new lady down.
Oh.
He's really excited to have me meet her. It's kind of weird. Sounds weird. He and I have a really close relationship. So, not like that close, but close
Well,
enough. It's close enough.
It's pretty. If people didn't know Aaron, they'd say it's that close.
It's like a bromance.
Right? Exactly. It's a bromance. Absolutely.
We just dock sometimes. That's all. Floating by the dock.
Just can't talk about that one. Yeah, exactly. But no, my week was good too.
I didn't ask about your week.
Well, that's good. I'm rolling into it because that subject you brought up, I'm just done.
Transition.
Right, it's definitely a good transition. Yeah, no, it was a solid week. I really don't think I did anything except work, which is great. House sat. Shut up. I may have drank a little bit. That's fine.
I've drank since then.
I've drank.
Everybody that's new watching, promise you, we're not that bad of alcoholics.
No. I think I drink maybe once a week, maybe.
I'm
If
like
that.
once every 2 weeks. This is my first in a couple weeks.
Wow, he's turned a new leaf. He's a changed man.
I'm catching up.
You should have seen him that Friday before. Hey, whoa!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that Jaeger. Anyways, you and Jaeger, I swear.
I guess that's been a week then.
Dude, it's already been a week. I know.
Look at me, I'm a liar.
Whoa! Who would have thought? Should we just bring him on? Make the highlight of the show.
Not yet. We're gonna make him wait.
We gotta make him wait.
We're gonna make everybody wait.
Wow.
Get your goosebumps up.
Wow. Some peeps I'm surprised I haven't seen in the chat yet. Just saying. I see Jess, see Cassie, and Elena, and Mitch. Where's everybody else? Uh-oh. Did he freeze? I think he froze. Well.
My connection's a little unstable.
Yeah, I can tell. Are you hardwired in or not?
Yes, I am. We've had storms the last couple nights, and it's really jacked some stuff up.
Dude, I believe that. I completely understand.
But what I was going to say...
Oh, that's right. Jerry was sick. You're right. Or Jerry is sick. Hi,
real
Kelly.
quick, guys, I want to do some advertising.
Yes.
So here we go. If you haven't known yet or haven't found out yet, I am doing a short tour or a small tour of some haunted locations where you can come and investigate with myself. Charles will be there. Some of the people in the chat are going to be there as well. Coming up really soon is going to be our first event over at Harbor Village in Grove, Oklahoma. This outdoor museum has 70 buildings and over 500,000 artifacts. So if you want to talk about attachments, this is probably the place that's going to have them. I've done an episode of Haunting History here, and we're going to be doing some fun experiments at this location. This one's going to be on May 11th.
Yes.
It's going to be a good time. We might have a special guest there. I'm just saying.
No, it's not me.
This one's nearly sold out. So if you guys want tickets, you better get them now. That's coming up really soon. And then shortly after that, we're jumping up to Malvern, Iowa on May 24th.
Hey, God.
This one's going to be a blasty blast.
Cannot wait.
Tickets have started selling on this. Get your tickets, man. Because the hide and seek game that we do here, phenomenal. And we're going to get Josh this time. God damn it.
We are gonna within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes. Within 10 minutes.
We'll manifest it.
Yes,
5 minutes.
We're going to manifest it. May 24th, guys. That's going to be on a Friday night. So it's going to be fun there. And then next month in June, check this place out. Boom, right there.
Hey.
Arkansas Tuberculosis Sanitarium. That building in the background, that's what we're investigating. That one's going to be on a Saturday night. All the tickets, guys, for these events, if you want to do the overnight and the meet and greet, $60. You won't find a cheaper deal on any haunted
Especially
location.
for a place like this, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
This one's going to be fun. We will have a special guest for this one.
It's your mom. I knew it.
No, she's You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just dying.
Yeehaw.
It's fine.
All right. So anyway, yeah, June 22nd in Arkansas, the Arkansas Tuberculosis Sanitarium, and then we'll take a break, and then in September on Friday the 13th, we will be at McIntyre Villa. If you watched last week's episode, we caught an amazing clip of audio that is, for lack of better words, it's kind of eerie.
Yeah. It's great. I love that piece of audio. And it's,
Yes.
I wasn't even trying. just sitting there talking to Stephanie, not even trying to ask questions or anything.
Right?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
So if you want to get your tickets for them, you can go on Eventbrite and just search the Midwest Mystery Tour. Get your tickets.
Absolutely.
I know several people in here are going to be going to a lot of these locations. Some of them have been at last year's events and had amazing times. The experiments that we do with the guests are like psychological and physiological experiments. Nice. I might repeat some of them, especially the one we did at Malvern. Oh, they do. Oh, they do, my boy. The one we did at Malvern, I'm going to do at the sanitarium as well because that place is so big and we can spread out so much.
You know
fear level.
You know what you need? A Jacob's ladder.
Mm-mm.
You don't want one?
Not one of those. No.
No. I'm just saying, Nick's Jacob's ladder, awesome. And pairing that with your ion generator at McIntyre, buddy.
We got results.
So,
yeah. So Eventbrite, search Midwest Mystery Tour, get your tickets there, and that's all I got to say about that. But I don't know. I know there's Kelly's here now. She made the.
I know.
Made the
I was
show
thinking
early.
the same thing. Oh my goodness.
Kelly.
And Cassie agrees with me.
And for those of you that don't know, Haunting History is coming back. It is coming back this summer. And we are stepping it up. And we're going to be doing something nobody is doing. We are going 3D. We are bringing you 3D paranormal shows. That's what's up. And probably in, I want to say June, the start of June, we are going to be running 6 episodes of older haunting history shows in 3D. And I will have a link coming up soon with an advertisement. If you want to order some 3D glasses from myself, I have those, those boring paper ones, but I also have these stunners. Yeah, boys.
Man, looking at the club, coming to the club with one of those, you can fly. You know what he reminded me? What is it? Rucka Ali?
Eh?
What was the Sacha Baron Cohen film where he's like a DJ or a rapper? What was that?
I have no idea. No idea.
I can't remember.
No clue.
Anyways, fail.
Oh, Dave, the Bears have picked up a heck of a punter. Yes, I've seen. He's going to replace the one we have because the one we have sucked last year. And this guy has got a leg. He's got a leg. They say he's one of the best ones coming out of the draft in 30-something years. That's what they say. And he's an Aussie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know he's Aussie.
You know they can kick.
Stereotype much? Because they got to kick the kangaroos, didn't it? The dingo ate my baby.
That is a serious thing that actually happened.
That does happen. That actually does happen. That dingoes do eat babies. Unfortunately.
That's a lot of funny. Damn, now I wish I had that clip from Tropic Thunder.
Mitch has got a point. Chiefs got the punt god. Hey.
I know. I love Matt Ariza, but what are you going to do in short yardage situations?
Hey, I'm just saying our wide receiving core looks pretty good, too, coming out of the draft.
It's fast, man. You got the dude that set the record at
I know.
4.21. You've got Hollywood Brown, who ran a low 4.3s. And then you've got Rasheed Rice, who went like 100 miles an hour.
119 to be specific.
119. So they're pretty fast.
Hey, I'm just saying he'll have to sit out obviously for some games.
And they're both and rather reckless too. So
a little bit.
Fast and Reckless. That was my nickname in college.
Wasn't Fast and Furious? What?
No, it was Fast and Reckless because I was
okay.
only there for a short period of time.
Oh, okay. I think we should get into this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we should get into this show now.
All right.
We've hit our 15-minute mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest with us, obviously. You've seen from the thumbnail. Austin Spurrier could not be here, but we got his twin brother, Austin Spurrier. He's been in
They
the
both
paranormal.
have the same name? What?
Yeah, it's just
Justin
spelled
must have
different.
been really committed.
There's a second and third.
Oh, okay.
It's like Clone Wars or something.
Superior 1, 2, 3. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Spurrier Clone Wars.
You can tell the difference from the style of hair. That's what it is.
Yeah, this is blonde Austin. You don't get this just anywhere. Okay. This is like Starburst and getting the red one and not a pack full of yellow ones.
Starburst. I thought it was a what are they called? The troll.
Oh my God, he's already roasted him. He hasn't even been on.
I'm kidding.
All right, we got Austin's chance
We
to
love
rebuttal.
Austin.
Here we go.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Spurrier.
Hey.
My chance. Wait, y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. All right, sweet. How we doing, guys? This is
Fantastic.
crazy.
So we're asking for you to rebuttal here.
Yes.
You just got called a troll by Chuck.
No, that wasn't a
The hair. It's the hair.
It is what it is, man.
You
Hey,
I
that's
love
okay.
your hair, Charles. I love your hair, boss.
Thank you.
That's all
Love
I
your
gotta
hair
say.
too.
Thank
Love your
you.
hair too.
That's how you turn the haters around. You give
That's
them a
right.
compliment.
Yes.
That's what you
Hey,
do.
I tried that on Call of Duty. Did not work. This little 12-year-old just pissed me off too much. He
Call
killed
of
me.
Duty's a different game.
Yeah,
that's a
he-
that's
Well,
a
it is.
different ball game.
He killed me. I was running with a pistol. He executed me, and then I was like, "Oh, good kill, man. Good kill. Whatever." Nope. Kids started going off, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" I was trying to be cordial here, and then he's like,
Kiss your mom with that man.
Yeah,
No, but I'll kiss
I
yours.
gave up. I gave up on being nice and COD.
"Yeah."
I gave up on that.
I just went
Oh,
off
absolutely.
on him.
Honestly,
I
gave
should've
up on
been
that game in general. I'm here in the
Me
paranormal
same.
field now. Welcome.
banned.
Welcome your boy.
Welcome.
Can't stand COD now, dude. It's so bad.
Once again, everybody, if you have questions for Mr. Austin Spurrier here, throw them in the chat, and yeah.
Dude,
All right,
first
Austin.
First, no, like I'm glad to be here, man. This has been in the works for like so long, or like it's been talked about, like me getting on, and honestly, I just ran out of excuses. So like I'm
Yes.
here now.
We cornered him.
Finally.
When are you gonna get on, man? When are you gonna? You
Yeah,
got
dude.
nothing going on.
Come on
I
now.
checked your schedule. I checked your dad's schedule. I checked everybody's schedule.
You're not
We got-
working. What?
You got me. You got me. So we're here. No, I'm just kidding, man. It's great, man. Clark, how you been, bro?
We got dirty stuff on him. That's what.
Who the hell is Clark?
Clark, right there. It's your guy right over there.
Oh yeah, Clark Griswold.
Yeah,
That's
Clark.
right.
Clark,
I thought it was
W.
somebody in the
Griswold.
chat. I'm like, I missed something. Oh, I'm not here. It's fine.
No, Chuck, we'll get to you, man.
It's cool. It's cool.
I
So,
don't know how you guys been.
God,
been
it's
living it.
amazing. I'm getting over a little, but I'm good. I'm good.
Sorry about that.
Much better now. Sorry about that. Is that because of you? Fuck. What?
Whoa, language. Well,
knew you got
man.
me
we
sick.
got
No.
we got new viewers in here, right?
They know it's not a kid's show.
Yeah. Well, we've been staying busy, getting active. Hitting McIntyre last weekend, and did an event with Haunted Soul Society, and
Yes.
just kind of doing that thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
more importantly,
you've been active.
Austin has been very active, I feel like, especially within the last year, 2, 3 years, something like that. Shoot,
that.
dude.
I mean, shit. I mean, if we're getting that technical, the past 6 years when I started,
That's
like
so true.
content creation in general, but
Okay. Let's go
Yeah.
with that actually, because I'm curious, because I don't think I've ever really asked you, how did you get into the paranormal field, my friend?
how did I get into the paranormal field?
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's from my twin brother, Justin Spurrier,
I knew it.
Yep, he got on, guiding me to it. But that started
Hey.
back in.
You guys being twins and everything, like you've definitely aged better than he has. I think the drugs really hit him hard because
Wow.
he looks way older than you.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I don't know what's going on there, but 2020, it's hard because I really got investigating actively in 2021. But I'd say the past few years is when it really took off because that's when I started creating content and like posting videos. So that's kind
Yeah.
of when I start. That's kind of when I count my journey, like 2021, 2022.
Okay.
But it can go way back to 2020, to be honest.
So
But your
you would say
interest-
it's. Go ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say your interest, though, obviously, I think kind of carries over, and I know you're gonna hear this a lot, especially since you're getting into your own. You're gonna hear it a lot, but with your dad being in the paranormal for as long as he has, I'm guessing that has kind of built up your interest as well, and like it became a shared interest, And tell me how that was, like just kind of growing up. I mean, when did you find out what he did and all that stuff, and how did that affect you coming in?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even before he, mentioned anything to me about the paranormal, I've had experiences when I was younger. I mean, I'm sure we all have, you know what I mean? But when he I remember the first day he told me that ghosts were real, and I almost couldn't believe it. It was just right upstairs in the house I'm in. And I was like tripping out probably for the next few days, like, oh wow, so this is real. But I feel like eventually I would have gotten into this side of the field, if not the spiritual field, because we all have these spiritual abilities, and I've been known this, like I said, before he even mentioned and shared with me that ghosts are real and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually I would have made my way into this field, but probably not as quick. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I couldn't tell you, because that would be on a different timeline. So.
Well, you know, it's interesting that you mentioned that, what you just said about everybody has different abilities and stuff. And I actually, like, I fully believe that as children, obviously as children, when we're born, we have specific gifts, right? And throughout our life, whether it's supported by our parents or kind of knocked down unknowingly by our parents, because, you know, when kids say, I got an imaginary friend, well, what if that's actually the spirit they're seeing? Or like, oh, I just talked to grandma. Well, grandma's been dead for like 2-3 years. You know what I mean? Like, I think kids do have specific gifts, but then the more we go through this world, the more we take in the information, the programming of this world, it kind of just works it out of us naturally. So that's definitely a phenomenon I would love to investigate or check out, obviously. And so that's really cool that you mentioned that. That made me think about that. Thank you.
No, I agree. I mean, if I grew up in a different household, like let's say I had an experience and I grew up in a different household, and they're over here telling me that it's not true, not that, and on top of that, the fake news and everything else brainwashing you and
it's
programming you, you're going to lose that spiritual sense that we all have when we're born, but over time we slowly lose it with, you know, everything. Like everything's being thrown at us and dumbing us down. So I agree.
The chemtrails, that's what it is.
Yeah, the chemtrails,
Yes.
That's why we have the solar eclipse, so we'll all look up at the sky with our mouths open and they just drop that crap in our face now.
Are you the one who mentioned that? I saw that.
Maybe it was Dave. Who knows?
Maybe. The solar eclipse tastes like chemicals.
Yeah.
I have been. I mean, shoot, everybody knows that weather modification's been a thing for a long time now. Yeah. I think. Anyways.
So, speaking of time and place and perfect situations, we mentioned in the chat activities started happening. And this is something that's been happening a lot on the show apparently now. When we have guests, some kind of activity happens. Like with Aaron Thompson, we had an EVP that came through the radio show. With Steve Arnold, he had
his
an issue with his phone when he was talking about having an issue with the phone during one of the ghost tours. And weird stuff's been happening with our guests, and you're no exception, because right before you came on, what happened?
Dude, I honestly wish you guys heard it, but so basically I brought it in here. There's this podium, and we have a room in this house dedicated to like a church. It's a mock-up of a church.
Camera. Yeah.
Wait, what?
The bottom of that.
The bottom of the podium is very suggestive.
And basically I brought that in because it was so loud. I honestly had no idea what it was until I went and investigated like an idiot and saw that the podium freaking fell while we were about to hop on. And it was so loud, I'm honestly surprised you guys didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I turned into a sailor for a minute.
Your reaction was priceless, honestly.
I was like, what just happened?
Dude, I'm freaking so much more scared now because after this interview we got going on, I'm freaking investigating that room. So now
I was just about to say, yeah, I remember watching the videos of you investigating this house. So the fact that stuff's happening, I'm kind of not surprised.
It's great though. I mean,
it wanted to be on the podcast. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Here, show yourself right here. Let's make history.
Yeah. Don't forget about me.
Put the stick figure right there, because it's a full spectrum.
Yes.
Or whatever it's called, the Kinect camera.
So welcome to the club. You are now one of the club members of people who've had experiences while you're doing a podcast with us.
Yep. Of course, exactly. Of course.
So your background is, to me, it's kind of interesting because in the way the paranormal field is actually changing now, there's like a changing of the guard going on. You know, there's, 10 years ago, there were certain people that were just like all over social media. They were like the people of the paranormal. And now that a lot of that's changed, those people have disappeared. Hell, even just like 3 years ago, those people have disappeared. But now it's like a changing of the guard, and you're seeing the younger generation start to move in. And you are part of that. So when I say it's interesting, is because the technology and way things are now, a lot of online content is being produced, and you had a lot of experience in online content and content creation. I don't want you to like say any names or anything, but you can fill us in on, or fill everybody else in on that background and where you come from with that.
Okay, so yeah, this goes back to, like I was telling Chuck here, when I started content creation way back in 2016, that like off the rip, I was getting into live streaming, filming, vlogging. I was doing it all in 2016 up until what, 2022, when I made the full switch from going, because I started off with gaming and vlogging and just things like that. So I had 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 22. I had 7 years to kind of, really know what I'm doing here. Because I feel like, because that wasn't going anywhere. The whole gaming and streaming and vlogging, as much as I loved it, it wasn't going anywhere. So, I mean, it's fine, because those 7 years, I've gained so much.
Sorry.
I've gained so much experience to now, like, okay, it's all piling in, so I can apply that to the paranormal and make the best content there. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like, and it's working out. So if it's meant to work out, it's going to happen, right? So,
and this is what I think is beautiful about it is like you did, like a lot of people, they don't go to school for video editing or anything like that, and you just kind of, built your own experience and created so much content. You get used to doing certain things, and you start evolving throughout time, and you start learning new methods and everything. And I find a lot of the content creators, especially the paranormal content creators, come from those different backgrounds where they did editing for their own content, whether it be gaming or what have you. Have you noticed like a way that you've changed your editing styles and things like that from then to now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not only have I improved, but I've adapted too. Like 2021, when I started making little paranormal videos, the editing was horrible. I had to watch others. I had to be inspired. I had to get ideas to improve my own videos. And I've edited like gaming videos, vlogs, paranormal investigation, short form content. So now to the point, after 7 years of editing, because I started editing my own videos 2016, and honestly, it's more than 7 years now. Up until now, I'm still editing. I'm still doing everything on my own. I don't have an editor. Like everything I do it's just me. And I would definitely say I have improved a lot as expected. But yeah, I mean,
have you hit the wall where you get sick and tired of editing and want to just hire an editor?
Sometimes, but at the end of the day, like I'm very like strict on how I want my videos to be.
Yes.
And I know there's people that can make them better, but that's just me. Like eventually, I'm sure I will get an editor. I mean, I've already talked to my sister about, helping with editing, because she's doing editing classes and all that. So kind of build up a little team there. But yeah, eventually, no, I do. But right now, I mean, we're getting started. Here we go again.
I was gonna say, I did see that. I feel like you're bringing her on a little bit more. She's being a little more active.
Yeah.
Things is that so? How did that all like? She just like, hey, I want to do this, or like, has she always been interested in paranormal too? Like, how'd that all work out?
Oh yeah, no, she'd been known about like spirits and the afterlife before I ever known. So.
Oh, is she older? I don't know.
No, she's younger too.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's weird. But
that's pretty wild.
No, she just kind of been in it, and then I don't know what kind of motivated her to do the editing classes or whatever, but I think it's dope. I'm not complaining, because hey, she can work for me and I don't even have to pay her.
There you go.
That's free labor. Love it. Maybe she saw the curve and was just like, she saw where it was going and was like, maybe editing is a great skill to have, because if you could think about it, there's a ton of online videos just in general, obviously. So they got to have people to edit that stuff, and there you go. And I know AI still has its own flaws, and you have to go through and critique the AI, but it's always good to have a human touch, that's for sure.
No, yeah, editing's great. Editing's a great skill that everyone should learn. And honestly, like, if you're thinking about editing, learn it yourself. There's tons of videos. College is a scam. Don't go into college and freaking pay all this money to learn how to edit. Bro,
Facts.
I'm editing for I've edited for people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm basically a part-time, full-time editor, whatever, no college, all just from learning by myself and watching videos. If I can
YouTube's
do
a
it,
magical
anybody else
place.
can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. YouTube University is like the best.
They should literally have a like a
YouTube.
degree doctorate or something. Like,
I thought about printing
I went
some
to
up.
YouTube college, you know.
Got my video editing degree from YouTube.
Exactly. Like I've logged so many hours into YouTube editing videos, like just watching so much stuff. Then show your work of like I've edited this amount of videos. Like, that'd be
Literally.
perfect.
No,
That'd be
YouTube's
awesome.
the way. YouTube's the way.
And I did, folks, in the description below, I did put a link to Austin's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check out his content, go subscribe, follow him, hit the bell for notifications over there too. Check out the videos. He's doing a great job with the editing. Some of the locations, you're covering like the Whiteface House and Garnett House, which I know some people who know you guys.
Some people. Sorry.
In our chat
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Some people know that you guys own those places, so yeah, of course you're gonna investigate it. Why wouldn't you?
Heck yeah.
It's a familiar place, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with investigating familiar places because you grow a relationship with those places, and it seems like more will happen for those people that are there all the time. But the content that you're making is a great way to help spotlight those places. So one of those places, obviously, is the Garnett House. Boom.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. That's it. Follow your own drummer. Love it.
So one of the places is obviously the Garnett House. We're just going to cover that real quick.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your most memorable experiences from the Garnett House.
Oh man, Dave, put me on the spot. You know how
Put you
many
on
I
the spot.
have?
Yeah, I know.
You know how many I have? Holy shit. Let me think here. Memorable moments. Okay. No, actually this one clicks for me. It's when wait. Yeah, it was a 3-day lockdown. The first 3-day lockdown I put together. And that's on the YouTube, and Charles was there. Charles was there for it. Why is this just not
I was
public
there
here?
for night 1, I think.
Yeah,
It
night
was
one you were there.
Yeah.
Clark, you were gonna show up, but yeah.
That was a hell of a night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did the doorway experiment that night. That was pretty
Yeah.
successful too.
Like a lot happened. It was just very memorable because it was like my first official 3-day lockdown with a bunch of great people and investigating, having fun. Made for a banger episode. But yeah,
was.
night one when Charles was there, we'll talk about that because he's up in the call, of course. We had this is an experiment totally thought of by me. We had our back
Don't brag. Popping the collar. No bragging. I thought of this.
We had our
No
back
big deal.
exposed to an eerie spot throughout the location. So there's like 5 of us, I think, and we were spread out as much as possible in the little tiny Garnett house. But it was still creepy.
We couldn't pick where we went. It didn't decide for us, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we
that's
did
right.
the roller and it decided for us. So
Fate
people were
decided.
definitely put in some uncomfortable spots.
Fate decided, yes, and I put together what I thought was the most uncomfortable spots inside the house. So we spun the wheel. Charles, you had your back to the laboratory. I had
my back to the kitchen. I
To the kitchen,
I was
laboratory,
in that
kitchen,
middle room into the kitchen.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was wild.
I had my back to the axe murderer attic, like just completely disgusting spots throughout the house, and it made for some scares, man. I mean, we all got spooked at least once that night, but just
it was great.
that 3-day lockdown was definitely probably one of the most
Cadence.
memorable because it was 3 days. So I remember it.
It's never been a kitchen. That's fair. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Looks like a kitchen now.
We use it as a kitchen.
Yeah, you bitch.
Leave me alone. God.
You dumb bitch.
So that was the surgery room? I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the
They
original?
have the X-ray table in there. That's
Yeah.
I just call it
Tables in
the.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was God. That was sick. So, we had dolls falling off the doorways. I know. I watched literally one of the what do we call them? The letter blocks, right? The letter blocks was on a doorway and it fell down just as you were coming up the stairs. That was pretty cool. It was a great active night. I know your dad. I don't know if he like pulled a muscle or popped something in his head, but he had to go like sleep for like 3 hours. I was so concerned. I was like, "Are you okay, bro?" Like, I was actually worried.
I think you brought him food too, didn't you?
I did. Well, I got myself 2 slices of pizza, and I was like, I have to have 1 slice.
I was on
feel
the phone
full.
with you.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, you should probably eat something and drink
So
some
more
water
than I
or
do,
something.
Clark, and I was there.
It was so bad. You were.
He pulled a muscle. He didn't pop.
He did.
anything.
He pulled something. That's for sure.
He was pulling a muscle.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, it's when he was yelling at the ghosts. That was
Wow.
crazy.
That's
But
probably what had happened.
absolutely, that's definitely what had happened. But I think this is. I gotta say, I gotta bring up another moment in the great saga of Garnett. I wasn't there for this, but seeing you guys a part of Tech Nine's video, that was awesome. And it's a great song, so like I feel like that would be probably up there in the memory spot for sure too. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking more of like investigating. When
No,
you guys
I totally understand, man. I get it. I know.
Yeah.
I personally wanted to throw that out there because that's got to be a memorable thing.
Oh, dude,
Gotta be.
absolutely. That was one of the dopest things ever. We filmed a Tech Nine music video at the Garnett House, and of course, Screen. It is a banger. But yeah, I think we were there for 2 days. We filmed for 2 days, and in the video, my role was a demon. So throughout different parts of the music video, there would be 3 little demons kind of trying to find Tech Nine, and I was one of them. And at the very end, which is like the best scene, we were all in the basement. Tech Nine was doing like some ritual, and it was, you guys have to check out the music video. And we were trying to like break through the barrier to get Tech, and dude, it was great, man. I mean, dude, when I tell you the whole town of Garnett, the whole population of Garnett was like right outside the Garnett House.
It's
Tech
Nine,
oh my
God.
They turned up.
Literally everybody showed up. It was crazy, man.
I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, but that filming style, that whoever filmed that music video, you guys kind of reminded me of the demons from Evil Dead. Have you ever seen that movie before, the original Evil Dead movies? All right, sometime you should go back and watch the old Evil Dead 1 and 2, and then Army of Darkness. 2 is basically a rehashing of 1, but it's 2. I know it's confusing, but this guy's shooting style and the way that those demons look, you guys look pretty similar. And
It was a student film that's become like a cult classic.
Yeah, essentially, it was a very, very like B-C horror movie that's just shot up through the years. But are you familiar with Bruce Campbell? Is that name familiar to you at all?
Nope.
Oof,
Nope.
Showing my age here. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm
I'm just gonna go out.
I'll check it out though. I'll check it out. I mean, you looked more like zombies. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's pretty much.
That's how the demons looked in Evil Dead.
They looked like zombies, but they were actually demons. So it's so good. And yes, I love Army of Darkness too, Jess. It's probably my favorite one.
Just the camera movements was.
The
really
way that
reminiscent of Evil
Sam
Dead.
Raimi shoots his video is this. It's very like Dave said. It's a reminiscent of how that person did it too. Austin, I got a question in the chat. How old are you, man?
20.
20.
Yeah.
Oof,
Yep.
man.
20. I still feel 18. Sometimes I slip up. 18, 16. But
God,
I guess 11. I'm 20 now, so.
I was either 11 or 12.
Hey, no,
when
he
you were
said
born.
he said
Jesus
20,
Christ.
man. He said 20. He said 20.
years old.
He didn't say he was under 18.
So,
he said 20.
so obviously those 2 big moments. Do you have any other paranormal?
Let me throw
experience
one
at
out there, and
Garnett?
Austin,
Oh, okay,
I know,
good. All right.
I know you'll remember this because of the people that were there with us.
Put you on the spot there, bud.
I don't even know what day it was, but I know what people you're talking about.
He slept since then, Dave. Jeez.
No, he knows who I'm talking about. No, the time that doll, the one that's in the rocking chair, whenever that doll comes out, that's impressive to me.
Yeah.
But there was one night we were all upstairs in the attic room, and 2 rooms over, there's a doll in the rocking chair, and that doll comes out of that rocking chair not once, not twice, but 3 frickin' times. And what blows my mind is on that 3rd time, its pants were around its ankles.
Huh.
Not to be joking and cheesy with it, but
Weird.
like it's pretty creepy. But to have it happen 3 times like that, and knowing nobody was in the room, that was kind of a memorable. Actually, that whole night was kind of memorable. That whole sequence, because the fire truck rolled across the floor in front of us, hit my foot. The doll came off, hit me on the head in that attic room. This is all around the same time. Like, it was just popping then. But that was one of my my memorables. That and filming hide and clap.
Oh, I wasn't there for that one.
That's
but
such a great.
You
clip.
were in here.
Yeah, in here I was there.
In here.
But no, Sarah falling. Her name's Sarah, the doll that fell the rocking chair. Her name's Sarah, and yeah, it's always a great time when she falls. The spirits love her for some reason, and she fell like many times. Like you said, I don't know how you remember that specifically, but 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes she'll fall out 0 times. Sometimes she'll fall out a few times. But man, Sarah gets a lot of hate on the internet. Like, you guys just have to be there to experience it for yourself. You know,
it's probably weight shifted forward, so that's why it moves.
Yeah, well, you know, the doll falls 10,000 times. Okay, maybe a few times can be explainable, but when there's times where you're
3
not
times in
even,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd time his pants are around his ankles. Like, that's not normal.
Yeah, Dave, come on, man. Put the string away. Why you
Exactly.
Sarah?
Yeah, Dave, what are you doing?
Shh.
Gosh. So, are we done with Garnett? Because I kind of want to shift gears to the white face.
Dude, yeah, go for
All
it.
right.
It's a little
So-
poppin' subject, man.
Yeah, dude. This location. I've honestly been saving this for this show. I've been wanting to talk about the Whiteface house with you for a while because I know you scared the crap out of Larry. Without even being there, you scared the crap out of him.
Yep.
It was so funny. So I was invited by Jason Kupsik to come down and investigate the Whiteface house. Now, mind you, I am generally one of those people that, like, I don't want to figure out much about the place, but I was very curious about this, and I had seen that Twin Paranormal had been there, so I obviously watched their episode and kind of got the gist of the place, and so I kind of had not really expectations, but I kind of had like, okay, they're getting this activity here, they're getting this activity here, like certain things are happening. Oh, good, awesome, great, awesome, thanks, Justin. Good luck. So. For when we were there, it seemed like things just kind of subtly started and then slowly it built up to specific spots. Where would you say in that place is really active? Because I had an isolation session and I had a couple things happen that I do want to talk about. But for you, where would you say your hot spots are in that house?
That's a great question. I was there with some YouTubers not too long ago, and we had that same conversation pop up. And honestly, my response was everywhere. I mean, there's no specific spot. Like, you know, you can kind of pinpoint it in Garnett for the most part. Whiteface house is kind of everywhere. But if we're really getting technical and you want me just to kind of...
To the meat and potatoes.
All right, the meat and potatoes. I think first room would be, so you walk in, not the door with the stairs that goes down to the basement, but the side door, right? Where you go to the living room, straight to the living room. Okay, so you go straight, and then that room to the left. You know what I'm talking about?
You talking? Okay, so hear me out here. So the way I came in was through the back door, where you go in. The right is the basement going down. Left is going up to the kitchen, and there's that little bitty sitting area next to the window. And you got the entire living room right there. And then there's that left nook leading to the bathroom and some other bedroom and space. And then you have that side back room. Is that the room you're talking about?
Yes, left to the bathroom. Left.
Okay. Yeah, that room. Okay. Okay, cool.
So that one, and upstairs to the left again. That what I forget what color the room is. It's like green or something like that. But it's the room to the left with the biggest closet, the biggest walk-in closet.
I believe, that's the one where, oh god, where you have to hunch down to get in there, but then like when you get in there, you could
or you'll hit your head on the ceiling.
Yeah, and is that the one with the mirror, right?
Yes, the mirrors are in there.
And is that room? No, because the cameras were red, I think is what it was. Is that where you guys usually keep the dolls in that room?
Yes. So yeah, I think we're on the same page here. That room is.
I had an experience in that room.
Probably one of the spookiest.
Yeah, I actually.
Well, how is that?
I told Kupsik, I was like, look, I don't care where you put me or where you want to put me, but I do know that one session I want to do by myself was in that room, because I had seen how much activity Twin Paranormal was happening, and I was like, I gotta spend time in that room, and so I set up. I want to say it was my camera, my EDI meter. Koopstik's live stream, and I believe, so if you're looking at the mirror to my right, there were the two dolls sitting in that little bitty cubby, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a cat ball just nestled. No, seriously, hear me out.
Charles. Of course you had a cat ball.
Hear me out. Hear me out, my guy. Hear me out. I had a cat ball. This wasn't even because the light's going off. This thing
Austin's
physically moved, Austin.
Busted his balls.
I'm hearing you.
Busted his cat balls.
This thing physically moved. So I had it in between. So where the two dolls meet, they have both their legs, right? I had it sitting, basically in between their two legs, but the legs were propped up to where it couldn't roll forward just naturally. I kid you not. This ball fell off and rolled on the floor, and it was high enough up that it's just like a crash, like a loud pop on the ground. So it wasn't because it lit up. Right? No, it was because the dang thing moved.
No, I believe you, man. And regardless, I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know
they can light
cat balls
up
are so easy to be like, you cat balls.
Sure.
Like,
That's why I'm very careful when I do that. But no, for it to physically move, it's something else. That closet is something else. So how long do you want to talk about this white face thing for? Because I got a story to share.
Go for it, man. Share it.
All right. Well, so first things first, a lot of people and psychics have kind of picked up on the house, and they say that there was like abusive parents who were kind of there, and it just ties into the whole white face theory. It's honestly like a long story, but basically the recent psychic who was there, shout out to Kelsey, she was there and she filmed for her YouTube channel.
Nice.
She picked up on that there was abusive parents there who basically put their kids in timeout in that closet. And that almost ties into what other people have picked up on. Other psychics haven't said that closet specifically, but it's weird she mentioned that closet because we know how active that closet is. We know the things that go down in there, in that closet. I've heard voices in there, straight up walking in there. And you've had poltergeist activity in there. So much has happened in that closet. And for it to feel weird and me pick up on it, you can't tell me that something in the past did not happen there that was more profound.
Right. Absolutely, man.
Now I've talked to your dad on the phone while he's there, and he'll have activity happening when he's on the phone. But Charles was alluding to this a little while back, before the show. There was a point where he was talking about a barn that has an odd feature to it, and we got discussing possibilities of what could have happened out there. Are those locations available for people that want to come out there and investigate? Do you know if those areas are available yet?
Yeah, you're talking about the 3 extra outbuildings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin actually always wants people to investigate. He's always, bringing it up hey, come check out the property too, because there's some weird stuff going on out here. Weird feelings, weird things have happened in there. And absolutely, if you guys are checking out the Whiteface house, check out the outbuildings. You got 3 of them. I mean, you can investigate all night, man.
So I had a little session. It was a brief session. It was maybe 5-10 minutes. Myself and Matt, we were in there. We were using, I can't remember which app he had, but he was getting some, he was definitely getting some activity from it that was correlating to some things that we had learned about the Whiteface house. But then we were also hearing what sounded like things slowly walking above us. At least I thought I heard some stuff walking above me, but it was definitely very interesting. And then the cop rolled by and we're like, hey, just to make sure, because the cop rolled up and he told us an interesting story about the location that years prior, there was a high school party happening there. The parents had allowed this high school party, and somebody lit off a mortar in the basement.
Yeah.
And we were just wait, what? He's like, yeah, because Koopstik brought his strobe light. So the cop was like, is there a party happening or some stupid thing? And so it was definitely funny learning about that incident. But I know you said that you've had activity. What activity have you had? What have you witnessed? What have you seen that's been the most that stands out to you?
Okay. Definitely you're mentioning walking and footsteps. And as you were talking about that, I did this because I heard a whistle on your, I heard a whistle.
Nice. It might have been me.
You're on the recorder, but
sometimes
maybe. But I mean, walking for sure. You'll be down in the basement, you'll hear walking or running up on the first floor. Same thing with the second floor. You'll be on the first floor and you'll hear walking, lots of walking. I get lots of shadow play in that the first room, right? When you walk in, not the rooms that are side by side, but the one on the first floor that's off by itself. That room, lots
almost
of
like an office feel,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Like kind of
Yeah, that vibe going on. So a lot of shadows there. And then the room we were talking about earlier that was like all freaky and stuff is where I believe that I had my first experience with this white face entity, because I kid you not, this thing was about, and it's been seen in like many different forms and things like that, but it was about my height, maybe a little bit shorter, and it was all white. Like it was just glowing white, and I seen the whole outline of this thing. I've never seen it anywhere else.
So you said it kind of was your height. Do you think it could be like I'm just gonna throw this out there, but like a mimic kind of thing?
Oh my god! Dude. Okay, that brings me into something else. But I think it could be. No, this is the perfect lead-in. I think it could be, because a lot of people kind of pick up on that feeling, right? But when most people see it, it's just like a white face, right? It's just a white face. I mean, hence the white face house, right? But I think there is some mimic stuff going on, because Justin has had some experiences with the whole mimic thing not too long ago. And it just makes sense. Now, this was the craziest night at the White Face house yet. This was just like 2 weeks ago, if that. We were there with some YouTubers, filming with some YouTubers, and the night was starting off pretty slow, kind of just going around, getting a tour of the place, talking. And we get to the point where we start investigating. You know, little things start to happen, not too much, just going kind of slow. Now, the 4 YouTubers who are there, they're inside conducting their session because they want to do a little thing with them for a while. So me and Justin go outside, and we're just kind of talking, waiting for them to do their thing, and then we'll go back in and continue investigating. And we're just kind of sitting there talking, and like out of nowhere, like I swear to God, this lady just spawned like out of nowhere. What I'm about to share with you guys, I like wholeheartedly believe it was not a real person. Okay, you know those weird phenomena where people encounter other people and they weren't actually a people, that whole thing.
Okay.
So this lady spawns. It's like straight out of a movie on the brick road. The brick road, perfect for the theme of it all, right? And she's walking kind of towards our property a little bit. She starts up an argument or something with the neighbor. She was clearly on something, or she was not real. And this lady,
Conjuring mirror's not there, is it?
Oh, the Conjuring mirror is here, my friend. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
like,
at the White Face house.
Oh no, it's here.
Okay.
It's fantastic. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know if I'm going to be investigating after this, but
well, the argument thing's what made me think about that, because you guys ride home with it.
Oh yeah, the argument. The Conjuring mirror was there at the time, though, when it was there, and we'll get to that. That actually plays a little part in it. Like we could talk about this for hours, but if you know the Conjuring mirror, you know that shit's real. This lady is walking in our property, and she's just yelling the entire time. She's not really talking to anybody else. She might not even have been talking to the neighbor. She might have just been talking out loud, and the neighbor was outside.
One of those random GTA bots just rolling.
No,
through
literally an
doing
NPC.
something. Yeah, exactly.
Not real at all. Not real.
Yeah.
She's walking in her property. Like we can't see her walking in we see her for a second, and then the house is in the way, and then we see her again when she gets through. But basically, she's just kind of yelling like stuff about the property. She said something, this property. Later down the road, she ends up saying it's cursed. She also says like, y'all are gonna burn. He was just a boy. All this stuff, as we, as paranormal investigators,
kind of got the chills.
Get as evidence. We get burning and boy and all this stuff when we conduct our investigation. So it's weird that she's over here saying this stuff. And she walks around to the van, right, where the Conjuring mirror is, comes really close to it. And at this point, we see her. She's like right here. She's still talking to us. We're just kind of looking at the house, you know, doing her own thing, letting the NPC walk by, do her own thing. She got to complete her side quest, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, so she does like a friggin' full-on circle around the house as she's still talking about the house, right? So we go inside and we get the YouTubers. We're like, hey, come out here, film this, because something's not right here. She's really talking about the house. There's people outside watching everything going on. but she's only talking about the house. She's not even talking to us. She's talking about the house.
Yeah.
Like, this is cursed, the property. Like, what? Like, this ain't even making sense. So she is in another property just across from the Whiteface house. All of us YouTubers are out here. Now, when I tell you, half of us are seeing her in the other property. The other half is not seeing her anymore. When she got to the other property across the street, I was not seeing her. There was people like Justin and some other people who were there were saying, like, she's right there. Do you see her? I'm like, I don't see her. And they kept saying, like, how do you not see her? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I see her. I never saw her. But half of the group was seeing her,
Wow.
and half of the group was not. It was the weirdest thing ever. So this is where the police shows up. The police pulls up, right? They're searching. And they're searching for an awfully long time. It's like, how have you not found her if she's still right there? Because half of the people in our group are literally seeing her. The police are pointing flashlights, nothing. The police end up coming back to talk to us. They never found her. She's gone. She never got found, which is mind-blowing because I obviously believe that if they were seeing her, she had to have been right there, but she wasn't. And then this is also weird because police came over and, you know, he says what's going on, whatever. And he also says, I feel like, and maybe it's the same police officer you talked to, I don't know. But he says, I feel like it has something to do with the house. And we all just kind of like looked at each other like, weird. We didn't say anything about the house. He clearly knows what's going on. He clearly knows what's on
There's
the
something
house.
about the house that they know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if other people have reported this lady around the house.
could be. This was our first experience with her.
Yeah.
And he also said like people call this house the Hell House. Apparently, like you heard. Did he say that to you?
Yeah, no. So it's funny you mentioned that because somebody, when we went to the gas station that night, and it was either that night. Oh yeah, it was that night when we were leaving. We stopped at the gas station, and I think somebody was wearing like a paranormal shirt or something, and the clerk at the gas station was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys staying at the Hell House?" Like just like nonchalant, and I'm like, "Coop's like, what do they mean?" They're like, "Oh, it's probably just the stories and stuff." Like, because I remember like Hell House, that's weird. They didn't tell us about that. So clearly, you guys didn't even know.
Yeah, we didn't even know. And this goes out to all the people out there who think we kind of brought the haunting to the Whiteface house.
Yeah.
Go there to yourself and experience it. Because when we have locals coming up telling stories that we had no idea about, that should say something. Oh, these Spurriers have this many haunted properties. Oh, hell yeah, we do. But they're actually haunted. I mean, when you have so many locals coming up telling us stories, and it's like you just can't make it up. Like we've experienced things inside this house that we haven't experienced anywhere else. So how is that something that we kind of brought to the house? And first things first, it should have been first things first. This was going to be opened up as an Airbnb. This wasn't even going to be for haunted public investigations until we started getting the stories, experiencing things, and real shit started going down. So,
weren't you guys renovating the house too?
Like
we
for
were.
A little
bit there, yeah.
I mean, some renovating was going on that probably changed
stirred
things
up some
too.
stuff.
But
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, I mean, a lot of work has been put into that place, and maybe that kind of pissed them off a little bit. I don't know, but something's definitely been there. I mean, clearly something's been there before the renovations, even. So.
True.
I want to jump into chat real quick, and we got a couple questions for you here. Jess wants to know, do you have any locations you dread or refuse to return to?
That's a good question. But
Denny's.
Denny's. The haunted Denny's on 4th Street.
I can't say I do. Honestly, like, if there is a location that truly terrified me that I wouldn't want to go back to, that wouldn't be my excuse not to go back. I would honestly want to go back even more because that's what we're all here for. We're here to get answers. We're here to do all this stuff. So if something truly shocks me or I don't want to go back, my first thing is I want to go back to get those answers and figure out what's going on. I don't think I'll ever never not return to a location unless it's just absolutely garbage. I mean,
I kind of feel like for you, it would probably, if there was a place that would make you kind of uncomfortable, going back to it would be the Conjuring house.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was going to throw out, don't forget to mention, weren't you the first person to sleep in the basement of the Conjuring house by yourself?
Well, I wasn't by myself. I had a friend in the other room.
Oh,
but-
okay, all right. Well, you were the first people to stay in the
Sure,
conduit
yeah.
basements
I
by
appreciate
yourselves.
it. Giving me the good title. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was a great time. But no, I definitely want to return. That place feels like home to me.
I'm not saying you wouldn't return. I'm just saying that
Right.
one you would be like kind of leery about returning to.
Right. No, there's one place that I don't know if I would want to return to, the 1904 church.
I figured you'd love to go back there.
Dude, that place is scary, man. No, I couldn't be in there by
That
myself.
place is a trip. You know where I'd love to return back? I'd love to, because we didn't get to experience it because we had no idea it existed. The death row cells at the
Missouri State Pen?
freaking Missouri. Yeah, thank you. I couldn't talk. Words were hard. I know we didn't get to it. We got to do the isolation in the women's wing, and I think another part. Oh, the upstairs, but we didn't get to go to the death. I didn't even know those were down there. So like we weren't able to do that. But I would definitely love to check that place out again.
Yeah, the Missouri State Pen is a must for going back.
For sure.
I
for
definitely
sure.
want to go back at some point. Definitely want to go.
Give it
back.
another 20, 30 years. It's fine.
No, might be sooner. Might be
Oh,
sooner
cool.
than
Nice. Nice.
that. And then we have another question from Kelly. Have you been able to distinguish different personalities or regular spirits at the Garnett House?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty comfortable with the Garnett House. I kind of know who's who, right? You know, I know when the Grinners come into play. I know when something. I most
Oh, yeah.
definitely know when something else is inside the house that I've never felt before because it feels completely different. I know when there's truly children. I mean, yeah, for sure, Garnett. I'm pretty spot on with who I know is there.
You know, that's a very good point because I feel like if you spend, I would say at least maybe 2 or 3 nights, you can really start to feel the atmosphere shift in Garnett. Like it's pretty apparent. Like I have never, I would say felt, well, I can't say never, but spending the time that I have, that I'm thankful for, that I've been able to spend at Garnett, you really can feel the dynamic shift, but like depending on who's around. Because when Dave and I were just chilling, I think we were moving some tech or we were doing something, and I was kind of just getting this weird feeling, and then that's when the door opened up by itself. I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird. But then when we're doing our when we're doing our doorway experiment for your night one, it just, I don't know. I had the most uncomfortable feeling about the laboratory behind me, and I was not having it. But I didn't want to be a
bitch.
a wuss. I was trying to put it lightly. I didn't want to be a wuss because I knew I was live on camera. Or, I was going to be live on camera. That would have made a great episode, right? Charlie just freaking out, screaming outside the Garnett house.
That would have been
Right.
great.
That would have looked great. Right. I couldn't have done that with Lindsay being right next. I've been like, wow, okay, whatever.
She's like, suck it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you doing? Like, I had a whole goat man like come at me while I was trying to sleep. Like, what the hell? But yeah, that man, God, that place, its vibes are completely different. And I gotta say too, I was watching part of your Sally House episode here that you put up. I would say about 3 weeks ago, and you guys made a comment that you couldn't go down to the basement. Why weren't you allowed to be in the basement?
Okay. If you want my kind of theory on it, I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I believe 100%. I just heard it, but it makes sense. So allegedly, people believe that, or allegedly, it's believed that people are I think the daughter or the mother, Sally, or someone's kind of buried in the basement. And I don't know. This is just a theory I heard. Not saying I
Supposedly,
believe
I've
it
heard
100%.
that.
Yeah.
You heard that? Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy. I don't know if they want you snooping around, kind of find their body. I don't know. I mean, I think it's more of a safety thing, right?
I mean,
don't know.
everybody's been
I'll say
down in the basement.
I've been in the basement. Like that's why I was like, it's kind of weird that so.
It's a must-go area.
Yeah,
of
like
the
that's
house.
I would say
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why people go there is because of the basement. Like I had a
The
I
whole
had a
Pentagon
very
thing.
unsettling growl happen in the basement with Rick Rose and I. Like I was very off put, and I was like, I've got to go. I can't stay around for this. Like I will never go back to Sally House ever in my life. Like I just can't. I can't do it. It's
So
not
that's
for me.
that's the location you won't go back to?
Yeah, that's definitely that is 100% a location I will never go back to ever again.
I want to go back. I want to go in the basement. I should just win the basement.
Well, because maybe that's it. Maybe you just need to experience the basement.
yeah, no,
Because I have experienced the basement. I was not a fan.
for sure,
But,
for sure.
That's so crazy because I know Project Fear was able to go down in the basement and
Yeah, I saw- yeah.
I've been in the
oh
basement
God,
twice.
Paranormal Encounters. Who's the Give me the blonde guy with his I think his-
Paranormal Files.
Thank you, Paranormal Files.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Colin. They went down in the basement. Like I would feel like everyone who's filmed an episode there went down in the basement. So I thought it was kind of weird they wouldn't let you guys in the basement.
They just had a little paper there. Honestly, I was just kind of respecting the people I was with and their
okay.
investigation because they were kind enough to bring me on.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
know,
makes
you know.
sense.
But I if there's
That was
a
a
paper
pretty
next time
banging
I go,
episode.
I'm
Yeah.
going down there anyways. I want to
Exactly.
experience that basement.
Dude,
What's
I'm
down
telling
there?
you,
We want answers.
things. Wait, has anybody else slept down there by themselves?
I don't know,
think.
but thanks for giving me an idea.
You're
I'm
welcome,
on it.
bud.
That should be your thing. Just
That should
sleeping
be
in
your thing.
basements.
Just sleep in basements by yourself. It's fine.
I thought about that, but ooh, spooky.
He's the basement dweller. Just ghost hunting in the basements. Exactly.
Well, I
don't know.
I'll say I have my own personal opinions about the Sally House that
Yeah.
I'll put out there later, like after the show or something.
Yeah.
But
Controversial.
it's a little bit controversial. And yeah, anyway, then yeah. I going back to Garnett there, like I do like I have to say that I've noticed ever since I started like having that, like everybody knows my spot in Garnett is the top landing of the stairs.
Top of the stairs. Yep.
And ever since I've made that vocal and started telling people about that, I see more and more people camping out right there. They just camp out there, and then they have experiences, and that's what freaking makes me love it. Is they have experiences in the spot that that's my place. That's my spot.
You know what I think it could be too is kind of like the doorway experiment, right? If you're up there, you have so many doorways just looking right at you.
That's why I love that. Well, two reasons
So
why I
many
love that
access
spot.
points.
The first reason I love that spot is the energy right there.
Yeah.
There's an energy about like that spot. But on top of that, to be more realistic and taken back, you're at a central spot where you can focus on any room you want. If you hear something, you can kind of pinpoint where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason why I love that spot. But primarily, it's the energy right there.
Yeah.
I freaking love it.
Yeah, because stuff falls down that staircase too, right?
Like
Like
from
things have
that staircase,
fallen down from that staircase.
Yeah. No, they definitely have.
Okay, that's what I thought.
you
Just
hear
my
stuff
guess,
from
sorry.
downstairs real easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like for me, like it all boils back to that live stream where I had the hissing twice over the live stream, and then the toys going off in the other rooms, and then me having to go hunt down the third Furby when there wasn't one. But like, there's been a lot of stuff. Yeah, the balls coming out of the closets. You have view of that.
The hand on
the
the
shadows.
hand in the
Every
attic.
paranormal phenomena you can think of.
Yeah.
Garnet House has it. Literally.
The hand when I was up in the attic last time I was there. Seeing the
Oh,
hand.
that freaked me out. You know what's weird, bro? It could have been the grinner. I don't know how the hands looked, but there was a night I was there not too long
They looked
ago.
human.
They looked like human. Yeah, is what he said.
That's why I asked
Well-
on the live stream. That's why I was like, "Hey, where are you?" Because you weren't on camera. You were in the other room, like away.
Right, yeah.
But because I was like, "Oh, is he coming up here?" I saw the hand and moved
Yeah,
away.
no, there was a weird time where I seen like human-looking hands, but not really, because I think the grinner kind of has like multiple different forms he can shift
I'm
into
sure.
or whatever. But these hands were basically, I was looking down the stairs and the hands like grabbed the side of the wall like really weirdly, and they were long fingers that with little curves. And dude, yeah, that's what that made me remind of. Could have been the grinner. Who knows? Could have been John Warren trying to freaking run away. I don't know.
Hey,
Who
hey,
knows?
boy, you ain't supposed to be up here. This is my house.
That either way, both locations are, I would say, just pop off. And like I know we said this a while back, but I couldn't believe how clear the footsteps you could hear at Whiteface House. Like, because you were talking about you could hear the running, and I was gonna ask, like, did it sound like children running? Because that's what I thought when I heard it. Sounded like smaller pitter patter going across the floor upstairs. It sounded like pitter patter, exactly. I don't know. It sounded like smaller footsteps to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I've heard that same thing before, but that's what Justin also says. Like, sounds like children.
well, if Justin said it, it's not real. Fuck.
Oh,
I'm kidding. Well, I'm never allowed there ever again. Jeez.
Right?
no, you got to come back, and when you come back, say the phrase "whiteface, show us your power." and you'll get some really interesting stuff, because we did that after we experienced the whole strange phenomenon with that lady yelling around the property, right? We went inside. I guess there's more to the story. We went inside. There was 4 REM pods going off at the same time.
Holy moly.
4 REM pods going off at the same time. When have you ever had 1, 2, 3 REM pods go off? 4 REM pods, right? Almost confirming that what happened was something paranormal. And then we led into the questions like, you know, white face, was that you? Show us your power, and just all this. And it was like literally profound knocks, like on command. It's literally like Cody and Satori were upstairs, you know, cracking their ankles, right? It was like that on command. It was crazy. I'm just kidding, by the way.
So is the other YouTuber cracking their ankles. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So right. I do want to ask you one more question. Sorry. So there's been a handful, I would say maybe like 1 or 2 times that when I've been investigating, I've had no camera, no audio or anything, right? I just wanted to have an experience for myself. And I would just be like, hey, so-and-so, whoever the spirit was that I was addressing, like, I am fully here to see you. I'd love to see you if you're open to see me. Like, have you ever done that before? Like, because I know we get caught up in investigating where we're like, you know, like, oh, we gotta get some audio, we gotta get video. Like, you just get caught up in all the tech and stuff. But have you ever, like, sat yourself down and just, like, kind of, I would say in a way, like, centered yourself, but also just kind of spoke out to the spirit directly as far as, like, hey, I just want to see you, and if you are comfortable with your showing yourself, I won't freak out. I won't run away. I just would love to see that you're real. And, like, have you ever had any success from that?
Yeah, I have. Like seeing little shadows and things like that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I have a little technique I like to do. Doesn't have a name yet, but it's an experiment. Like I'm all about experimenting. I think everyone should experiment when they go into the paranormal, because that's the most important thing. What works for one person might not work for the other person.
Exactly.
Basically, I found out that if I sit down and kind of visualize, so I kind of pick up on the energy around who I think is in the house, and I visualize them running down or kind of bringing their energy towards me, making a whole bunch of noise, just whatever.
Yeah.
I always seem to get activity. That's what works for me. Visualization.
Kind of putting your energy out there, really, and like really just trying to get things to happen. That's good.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what works for me. But yeah, I've also asked, can you show yourself, do things? It works. Absolutely. And I definitely like to set time apart for those genuine conversations while filming. Not saying that when I'm filming, I'm not having genuine conversations, but like kind of setting the camera down and just having my time. Right.
Yes.
So,
you're not going for the science research. You're not going for the science and the research of it all. You're trying to connect with the spirit, and you're trying to just get, like, not necessarily get a response, but I've definitely done that when I was doing tours and stuff at the 1858 Jalen Marshall home in Independence. I was doing a baseline reading one night, just kind of going around with my what was it? It was one of those little EMF detectors. Yeah, the ghost. God, what did they call it? Ghost radar, I think. I can't remember what it was called.
Piece of shit.
But yeah, it was bad, right? Like, it sucked. But I kid you, dude. I kid you not. I addressed one of the spirits in his cell. The light was off. I was just walking through, and I was like, "Hey, it's going to be it's going to be a good night tonight. We're having some guests come through. Please be really active for our guests." And I thought I saw like a weird fuzzy, like a weird fuzziness in the darkness, if that makes sense, like an energy almost. And I was like, okay, this might be something. I put my EMF detector into it. I kid you not, that thing spiked up, and I was like, oh, okay, great, thanks, man. And then kind of just walked away and kept going with my baseline reading, because I wanted to just give it its moment. It wasn't because I was actually investigating. I was just trying to make a moment and a connection.
Yeah, no, that's definitely very genuine, and I always try to do that. It's just a lot harder when you're filming, and you got all these other things going on, but
quota
all the time off camera. You know, that's when I'm not filming, recording live, anything. Like, I had those genuine connections, and like things will happen, downloads, visuals, whatever it may be. It comes a lot easier when you're not filming.
Absolutely. Cassie, it's funny you mentioned Tom, because that's exactly who it was. That's the exact cell that I had that experience.
Hey,
so
Tom's a boob, man.
Dude, he is a boob, man. He does like to feel up. I'm not kidding. The amount of times that I've had a tour come through there, and it's a lady be like, I just got touched. Like, dang it, Tom, you son of a...
All right.
Just get real friendly.
I want to do something here.
All right.
I'm going to play a video. Give us a little bit of a quick break, a pause for the cause. But I'm going to let this video play. But I'm going to let this particular video play because Austin, I have some questions. All right. pertaining to and surrounding this video.
I have no idea what this is, Austin, so don't blame me.
Wait, I don't even know. Wait.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay.
You will know. You
All
will
right.
know. It's a setup.
It's he's setting up.
It's a setup. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
I knew you scratched yourself, you son of a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Exposed.
Right.
Exposed. All right. I'm going to full screen this. If you have to go to the bathroom or whatever,
Yeah,
if you want to
do it
just
right, meow.
hang out for a second, this will be the time. You got 2 minutes. But I'm going to play this for everybody at home. And then when we come back, Austin, I got some questions for you. Again, regarding stuff like this.
For yo.
Yo. All right, guys. We will be right back. Enjoy this clip. Okay, guys. So check this out. We're at the Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. However you want to say it. Nevada, whatever. Nevada. We're in the Exorcist room, and there's a themed room. So what I'm going to do, he has no idea, but Austin is going to be coming in here to do an investigation. Justin's going to send him in here in just a few minutes. I'm going to hide back here, and I'm just going to come out and scare him, because let's face it, he's a scaredy cat. So I'm going to put my camera up here to shoot it all. So let's go ahead and get this set up right here. All right, let's make sure they're still out there. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Good morning.
All right, so I sent Dave up to the second floor. I want you to take this recorder, go into the Exorcist room, and just do an EVP session. We're about done.
Okay.
Just see what you get.
You have the key?
Yeah. Key. Don't
All
lose it. So I got to turn it in.
Okay.
EVP session. I'm gonna wrap things up out here at the cemetery.
Dave's upstairs?
He's on the second floor, 214.
All right.
All right. 111.
All right.
Hello, spirits. Just me and you right now in the Exorcist room, in the world famous Clown Motel. You got anything to say? How many spirits are here in this room right now?
What's that? What's it?
It's not funny. Those clowns are real.
Where's Dave?
What are you talking about?
Dave?
So you guys know you're muted.
There we go.
That'd be a perfect setup for a TV show.
That's fantastic, man.
They should do
I forgot about that. That was great.
What is that? American Haunting? Or what is that? Damn. American Horror Story.
There you go.
Clown Motel one. They should do one. So no, that, folks, is just a little something we shot after a night of investigating at the Clown Motel and the cemetery there in Tonopah, which the cemetery was freaking awesome.
I love the cemetery.
That cemetery is dope. But my question for you, Austin, is a two-parter. Number one, when are we going to get to see those videos again?
Never.
Come on, no, you got to. You have to. Those were some great videos, man.
I know, dude. They were great videos, but I wasn't a great investigator, so it's kind of.
Dude, they were. I said they were great. They were great.
Well,
what I say goes. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's told you this.
If I'm airing any other old investigations, it would definitely be the Clown Motel. I just haven't found the files to them. They're on some hard drive. But It could be aired again sometime. That would be the last episode. That would
It's
be
just
aired.
honestly, the part of that is when we were in the cemetery. That's the part that I freaking love because of the stuff that was going on. Like I've got the video up from when I went in there before we all went in there. And I was having some experiences, but of course you can't see anything of it on camera. You can't hear any of it. And then when we went in there were some things that we were experiencing, but it wasn't picking up. Like the woman in the cemetery. I don't know if you remember that part.
I remember like getting a lot of like voices and childlike activity, touching of her pants and stuff.
Hearing they were following us, the children.
Yeah,
the
following too. Yeah.
Kid footsteps. Anyway, but like the audio that you had captured of the like what sounded like a mining going on that we all heard.
Yeah, no, that was weird. That was loud.
That was phenomenal. That was badass. Like I freaking love that.
I don't know. I still don't know what that was. I think about that sometimes, man, because it was like loud. It's like someone was mining right, like just not too far.
Chucking on stuff and so yeah, I want to see those old videos again, the ones that you had, because I loved them. I absolutely loved them.
They were great. No, dude, they were great times. I had a great time. It's just, I've improved my game a little bit, so
you can
it's hard
rework them.
to put those back up.
Okay, so second part of the question is, when are we going back?
I'm locked in anytime, brother. Come on, you know me, man. I'm locked in anytime. I want to go on a freaking road trip, film some bangers. Like, I'm locked in, man. You know that. You know me. We talked about it. We talk about it all the time.
So for those of you in the chat, he and we've talked about this quite a few times over the past couple of years. Even Justin and I have talked about doing another road trip, and I'd love to do like a vlogging thing, kind of like how I did with that and how you guys did with that. Like, definitely want to go back to Nelson.
Nelson, yes.
What I want is a lockdown in Nelson.
Yes, dude. Oh my God, I want to go right now, bro. Come on, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Dude,
Dude,
your backpack. Let's go.
all right, we're going.
I'll be there in 3 hours.
Yes. Dude, no,
Actually,
no.
Shinoob's not that far from
I
me.
fucked up my headphones.
We gotta make it happen sometime.
Thank God it's got a cord.
All this. Wait, you still hear me?
Hang on, I can't hear you.
No, you can't.
Wait, what
There
the
you
heck?
go.
How do you respond?
It's
Okay.
good timing.
Unplug my
We
headphones.
gotta make it happen, bro. Like all this talk, like we just gotta make it happen, or else we're just gonna keep talking about it. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
free from July to September.
July to September, April,
Just
May,
saying.
June, July, bro. We gotta make it happen. Like that. Those times. Well, we will make it happen. Manifesting it happens.
I have
That's
an
right.
idea.
Manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea.
Let's
Oh,
We'll
hear
talk
it.
about it later. We'll talk about it.
So, kind of okay. So, do you remember, Austin, when you guys? Damn, I'm gonna. Or what's the haunted house? The
lot of them.
The haunted house.
Oh, the Garnett House.
No,
Ah.
in Arkansas, we had the Midwest Mystery Tour there.
Oh,
Give me
the
help.
Carpenter's Mortuary?
Thank you. Jeez, I couldn't think of it. So you know what you guys investigated there, right, Austin? Like, was he there for the whole baby thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I've talked about it on the channel before, but I don't know if you know this. But so we went back for Midwest Mystery Tour, right?
Mhm.
And so I know you guys were asking questions about something with the baby. Are you looking for your baby? Whatever the question was, and the EDI meter just like poof, just spiked, right?
You remember that, Austin?
I think so.
In the room with the music equipment and stuff, like we had the EDI
Yeah.
sitting on a chair and
Mhm.
asking about the lady that
I think I
supposedly
do.
killed her
I
baby.
think there's a
Yeah.
clip out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to follow up with that because when we did the Midwest Mystery Tour, Dave was on one section of the building. Josh Hurd was in another section of the building. And they were both running two separate microcoms by Katie Stafford. And I don't know if you know what they do, but microcoms run FM frequency, but at a random, not sweep rate, but like a random channels essentially.
Okay.
It's a random sweep. It's not a linear sweep. I kid you not, dude. We were sitting.
Hold on. Let me
Okay.
explain that experiment a little bit further.
Okay.
So, two of us are in two separate parts of the building.
Yep.
And in another separate spot, in that home base area, everybody else was there listening to both of us doing our Estes session.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Josh and I were mic'd up. The receiver was on a speaker, so they could hear what we were saying at the same time. and
Yeah.
they were asking the questions.
Yeah, we were
So
all asking
three different
questions.
points of the building.
Yeah. So we were all asking questions, and I don't know if anybody. Oh, you know what? Actually, we were asking about it because I think somebody had touched. I think somebody had touched Josh's like inner thigh or something, and I had joked about like, "Oh, you want to make a baby?" like kind of thing. But I kid you not, Dave and Josh, within milliseconds of each other, both say the word baby.
Did you guys talk about this anywhere else? Because why do I almost remember hearing this?
You
we
probably
talked
heard it
about
on the
here.
channel for sure. I just
Okay.
I wanted to tell you I wanted to tell
Yeah.
you personally because I know you guys had that experience when you investigated there, just in case. But to me, that just blows my friggin' mind.
Yeah, no, dude, I totally get what you're feeling. I mean, we got to go back. I mean, for sure.
I'll
I mean,
set it
I
up.
got to get back there. You know
I'll
what I'm
set it
saying?
up.
So,
Dude,
Film it
that
for your
place is
channel.
amazing.
I'll set it up.
Yeah, get you an episode. Oh my god, that's so
dude,
much
that
great
yeah,
stuff right
'cause
there.
that I remember hearing the talking outside. I don't know what we were doing, but
We
if it was-
just had talking in that main lobby area. Like we
Yeah.
heard that woo sound.
yeah, yeah.
And then both you and Justin heard a voice, but you heard like a male, he heard a female.
Yeah.
Which both of them picked up on the audio.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
And then you guys heard you guys were trying to think if it was somebody outside, and we went outside, and of course,
No one was there.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
ghost town.
yeah.
Literally, but no, that'd be so dope to go back to, kind of get more of the baby stuff. See what goes on there. Kind of
Yeah.
off from that.
We had
Yeah.
that chair move while we were doing the introduction. Like Dave was up, like kind of standing up, just talking to everybody that was sitting down, and it sounded like the chair squeaked, like someone went across the floor. We were like, "What the hell was that?" Like, just shit's already popping off, and we haven't even started investigating. Like, nobody had gone through. Like, I don't think the Jacob's Ladder was even running yet. Like, nobody had gone through for the actual haunted house experience because we'd sent everyone through to get scared to hopefully, spike up some stuff. And it seemed like it did, man. Like, it was pretty wild. When I was doing my Estes session as well, I was just sitting there in the chair, and I wasn't hearing anything out of the box. Nothing. But then, all of a sudden, I felt a pressure on my shoulder, and I thought I was being relieved. So I take my headphones and blindfold off. There's nobody in the room with me.
Wow.
Dude, and then, but literally, again, within seconds of me doing that, Dave comes through the door and is like, "Hey, man, your time's up." So it's like, did somebody
Something-
just come? Yeah,
that was
did
Dave.
someone
That was
tell
Dave's
me?
higher self right there.
Yeah,
Dave's
exactly.
higher self was coming
Yeah.
to get you out.
Yeah,
And
That's
and
amazing.
AJ
Yeah.
had his shirt lifted up.
Yep.
In,
I do remember
during
that.
one of those sessions. He was standing there because we had two people in each room for safety, like they could watch the person under. But AJ's watching this girl that was under, and he freaks out and started yelling for me to come back there and everything because the back of his shirt lifted up like this and
Yep.
dropped down, and he freaked out. But dude, that place is awesome.
Yeah.
We'll set it up. We'll have to figure out a date. Just let me know.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
set it
for
up.
sure. It's spooky, man. I can already think of like some pretty cool experiments we can kind of run, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you have too. So that's awesome. We're going back sometime.
For sure.
And that place is so unique, too. Like, I love the setup of that place.
Yeah.
So what have you got coming up in the near
Yeah, that you can
future?
talk
And
about.
I noticed your channel's been blowing up on YouTube, and congrats on that. But some more content coming up, or what do we got going?
Yeah, okay. So right now, I mean, and what it's been for the past few months is just collaborations left and right. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you've seen it,
Hey,
We're
it's
really making a
powerful, man.
name for ourselves right now. And big thanks to everyone inviting us on their channel. I mean, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. It's crazy to me, man, because I was just at like 1,000 subscribers, and here we are just climbing. So big shout out to everyone who helped, but it's been collaborations left and right. And I mean, that's what I'm assuming is still to come, because what the heck, it's not slowing down anytime soon.
Hell yeah, dude.
And with all that, of course, filming, editing, collaborations, repeat. I mean, we're still going. I definitely got to make time for filming in my own channel, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm really trying to grow. So
Yeah.
gotta make room for all that. So
We're going to do an experiment here real quick, Austin. It's April 29th. It's the end of April, right?
okay, it is.
I want you to think of a location that you have not been to that you want to go to, right? That you really want to go to. Manifest it and put it out there, and we're going to document it right now and see if that happens by the end of the year.
Well,
Let's do
there
it.
is okay. There is a place.
Prophecies.
There is a place. I'm not sure if you ever heard of it, but it's called the McIntyre Villa.
Nah, I never heard of it.
I've just been kind of getting that vibe. Like
Have you really never been to McIntyre Villa? Are you kidding
dude.
me?
No, I haven't.
Holy cow, Austin. Dude, we had one of the most active investigations I have ever been on literally 2 weekends ago.
Really? How
Ever. Dude, okay. Well, what didn't happen, my guy? What didn't happen? So, we got cat ball activity. You know how much I love that.
All right, Charles, log on for me, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? What the hell? No, we had cat ball
Just hang it
activity.
up.
We had whispers. We had footsteps. We had
Voices, like all
voices. Well, yeah,
throughout the second
voices,
floor.
whispers, all throughout. Dude, oh my god. We had insane EVP, like just one of the craziest EVPs I've ever been a part of without actually asking questions. Like legit, I was just having a conversation with somebody, and oh my gosh. So when Dave and I first get there, Dave hears a whistle, not once, not twice, but 3 times. I heard it the second time, but he heard it all 3 times. And so that's kind of a running thing that Dave and I have for some reason, where sometimes he'll hear stuff that I don't hear, or sometimes I'll hear stuff that he doesn't hear. It's just one of those things. We don't know why, it just happens.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad one of us hears it. So we heard the whistling. Right. We heard the whistling. We heard, oh gosh, let's see here. We heard the whispering in the second floor when we were doing, we were doing a
All
session
hanging out.
with, yeah, we were all just hanging out in the second floor hallway. And it sounded like there was whispering coming from one of the what room did she call it, Dave? Do you remember? I can't remember. It was next to the bedroom, the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's near
But-
the main staircase.
But either way, come to find out, and I didn't know this, it was the same day as the husband and wife's anniversary. The guy who built the location, Robert McIntyre. Was that it? Is that right? Sounds right.
Remember? Sounds right.
Cassie
Why
would be
not?
able to help me out, probably.
Yeah, Cassie, where you
So,
at?
yeah, she's there somewhere.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, Jess was there, Cassie was there, Jerry was there. We had a few new faces as well. Obviously, the Haunted Souls team was there. But gosh, we also had. Okay, now riddle me this, Mister. So, the only cat ball that went off inside the basement with Stephanie was the one in front of this creepy haunted doll that it's a I'm gonna always ruin the name, and Jerry's not here to help me out, but it was a Charles something doll. Something formal, I don't know, but I guess Stephanie was doing a recording session one night, and she has one of those old Panasonic, like, it's voice activated
DR60s.
recorders, the DR60.
Yeah.
She has one of those, and I'm pretty she said that it said its name was Jack, not Charlie. So she's always addressed it as Jack now. Well, Charlie McCarthy, thank you, Jess, appreciate it. So, and John McIntyre and Lucy's parlor, that's what it was. So John McIntyre, not Robert McIntyre. I stand corrected.
I don't know, I like Robert better.
I like Robert too. It's pretty good. So we were in the
Changing history.
basement, and I
Like
kid
the
you
government.
not, this cat ball would go off like every time. Not every time we addressed it, but just about every time. Like, hey, would you turn on the cat ball for us? And it would go off.
Yeah,
dude.
I've had some intelligent responses like that too. It's like cat ball would be silent, and it's like on command
Yes.
things. It's great. I mean, it's a cat ball, yes,
Well,
but when
But
that
there was
happens,
long periods of time where we weren't addressing it, that it wouldn't go off. Nothing would happen.
exactly. Yeah, that's when you know something's real. There's a demon with you.
Yeah, exactly. There was definitely a demon there for sure. But no, it was interesting because we had like it was a group event, so it was multiple people, so you had to be really careful with audio and stuff like that. But by the time that everybody else passed out, Stephanie was down to. Did you guys just hear a phone ring or something? Was that
No,
you,
but-
Austin?
No, dude, no, I swear to God. I'm actually chilled up though. That's so creepy.
Did you
Was
guys
it-
hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything.
I swear I just heard a phone ring. Like,
That's so
is what it
creepy,
sounded
bro.
like. So
Maybe we got
anyways,
Indians. I don't know.
maybe, who knows? So, but the thing is, I couldn't tell if it was like, okay, no, I just moved the table a little bit. Wasn't me. Anyways, so by the time Stephanie I completely agree, Jess. By the time everybody passed out, I think it was like, God, this was 2, 3 in the morning, maybe
About 3 in
closer
the
to 4.
What are you talking about? The audio clip?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was about closer to 4.
closer to 4. Okay, so we were sitting in the kids' room, is what they call it. I call it the doll room because there's a ton of frickin'
And
porcelain dolls. everywhere.
Esmeralda's in there. The doll
Esmeralda,
with human hair.
Yeah, the doll with human hair in a case is in that room. She puts the recorder, same kind of recorder, in this glass case, closes the door of the glass case, and you hear it to where our voices become kind of muffled, right? Like it kind of like sounds like we're
You can hear
it's
Stephanie
behind
in the
something.
background. She's
Yeah, you can hear it.
high-pitched.
Dude, oh my God. Like, at first when we played it back, we were like, oh wow, there is something here to it. But we didn't listen to the whole thing until Dave showed up, and then we finally went through, and it was like, what, 3 minutes-ish,
Yeah,
roughly?
3 minutes.
And it's just like this session of someone warning Stephanie about something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got the clip. So I'm gonna play it for you just because
Okay,
you gotta
of
hear
course.
it.
Yeah.
So
I
we
wanna
heard a
see his
few
reaction,
things.
too.
We heard like maybe three things in there live at the moment.
Yeah.
But I had Stephanie send me the audio clip, and I listened to it through my speakers here, and I got so much more out of this. And I went ahead and put subtitles to it. But to me, it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
I didn't even, dude. Let's put it this way. I didn't even, like, normally I'm okay with like sleeping in certain areas. I did not want to stay in this room
He slept
because
with
of
me in my room.
what. Just it's dude.
This
I'm just
freaks me
saying,
out, or I don't want to investigate tonight.
dude. The screams. I mean, literal screams, Austin.
Oh man.
Anyway, I'm just gonna shut up now.
I'm so not ready.
It was very eerie. Oh, you'll be fine,
Yeah,
especially since
you'll
you're gonna be
fine.
investigating
Yeah,
there
you're-
afterwards.
You're not
so-
even gonna be exactly.
Yeah, you know, you're good.
Oh,
You're,
imagine your spirits here when you invited
Keeping
them
you up.
down.
you're a professional.
All right,
here
may
we
just
go.
come through. You never know.
Indeed.
All right. And for those of you that have not heard this, I just want to warn you about potential volume.
It gets
peaking.
very loud. Yes.
So, there we go. There's a little warning here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the face
Yo, yo,
I
yo, yo.
expected.
I was waiting for that video to end for the longest time. I was so
I know,
scared,
right?
bro. I was hearing knocking upstairs. Like, I don't think I like breathed during that whole video.
I can tell you were
I saw you going,
gasping for air. Good God, dude.
Dude,
It's-
that's so disturbing, man. I'm so scared right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
I like so. You know, my thought process here is, where would that loud like screams come from? Her and I are. Just
It's in a
sitting
case.
It's in a, yeah, it's in a glass case.
The
We're
recorder
just
is.
sitting in the chairs, just having a conversation. You could hear her laugh at one point. Like we're just talking. There's no reason why it should be that distorted and that close. It's not one of us. That wouldn't sound like that.
That's so great, dude. That's
Right?
freaking crazy. I don't even have
So-
no words, bro. It's like, what the heck? Like, that's clearly not something like, and that's a lot for it to be residual. But the fact it said Stephanie, like it said her name, it was
It
calling
said where
for
it was
help.
at.
It's intelligent.
It said
Like,
where
what-
it was at. I'm in front of the closet by the stairs, and guess what?
Yeah.
There's a closet by the stairs.
Literally. Like right next to the stairs.
That's intelligent, man. That whatever that was intelligent. That, was
like
happening.
based off that right there, almost like proved like there's something going. Like it's like you can't comprehend it. You know what I mean?
Well,
like there's
okay.
times where we don't want to believe it. Like that doesn't really make sense. But then you get stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
what the frick, dude?
Well, so to add to this a little bit, somebody did capture a full-bodied black apparition
I think I took
in that hallway.
picture off there, but
with two eyes. You could see what looks like eyes. It's
looks like
piercing.
eye shine.
Yeah, it looks like eye.
Yeah,
shine,
I've
is what it
seen
looks
that
like.
picture. Yeah.
Dude, and so the fact that it said that they're black, like
There's 10 of
holy-
them. They're
yeah,
black.
there's 10 of them. They're black.
And then they've got this picture of this black entity in
And
there.
I swear, shortly after it says I hear them running or something like that.
Or I hear them
I
coming or
swear
something,
it sounds like it says something about they're in the green room or something green room.
Which
Which
one
I
of the
did
rooms?
ask Stephanie that one of the rooms is green.
Yep, the library. It's green.
Dude, I hope you get to check this place out because it is fun.
You know, now I'm not too sure, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't want to give away too much, you know. It's
Oh
just-
my gosh,
Don't want
bro.
the hype to be real.
That's disturbing.
I mean, I would say my first time there, I had a pretty good amount of experiences. The spider webs, the going four fingers in a
Deep in
ghost on
something.
the ceiling. Yeah, exactly. It was nuts. My first cat ball experience was there too, dude. I swear to God.
Yo, it's
not
where it
kidding.
all started.
It's where it all freaking started, man. All of it started right there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend that place. And if that is the place, like legit, like that's the number one place you want to go to, and you like
I
manifest it.
don't know if I have a number one, but it should. I don't know if I have a number one, but like it's a place I just feel as if I'm gonna be there soon. It's just I get that feeling. So I mean, I figure that's the best, and it's a freaking active spot. I hear a lot about it, so let's go with the McIntyre.
Yeah, I don't want to overhype you too much. Sorry. Overhype
No,
things too
dude,
much.
no, it's great. I mean,
Expectations.
I'm sure shit will happen. I mean, I see it all the
Yeah.
time. It's definitely an active place.
It
Jess
is.
said she felt something touch the side of her face that weekend too.
Yep. Well, she did also go to Sally House beforehand.
That's true.
She did. Maybe something followed her there.
Yes, sir.
Who knows? Sally House had me on edge, bro. I had him like my
Dude,
anxiety
you
level
seemed,
kicked in.
you seemed a little like, you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know the whole theory with Sally not liking men or whatever, whether
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true or not. I mean, I felt some
Something.
anxiety there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So-
unsettling.
All right,
Very-
guys. So, Austin, let everybody know where they can find you for social
Yes.
media, for your YouTube. Of course, your YouTube links in the description of this video.
Where
so.
aren't you, dude? Like
Yeah,
seriously,
dude,
where aren't your presence? Where isn't your
Yeah.
presence?
No, basically, I mean, everything just right there. Austin Spurrier. I mean, you see the name. I mean, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. Just look up Austin Spurrier. I'm gonna pop up because I'm the real deal. I'm number one. I'm the only Austin Spurrier out there. So you'll find me, guys.
Call him
They'll find
Holyfield. Real deal Holyfield over here.
Real deal.
The social media previously known as Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. I hate that so much, dude.
It's whatever, right? Marketing, who
Eventually,
knows?
I'm gonna make my way to the Whiteface house. It's gonna happen soon.
You need to
Yes.
go.
We just gotta figure out the dates and stuff like that. Because I want to do like Garnett and then Whiteface, back to back.
Mhm.
So we'll have to figure something like that out.
Yeah, dude, we gotta all come together and investigate sometime. It's been too long, so.
Way too
Yes,
long.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
mean, I surprised the crap out of your dad when I showed up to Garnett one day. I was in Garnett, I was there for the demolition derby that was down at the park. I wasn't there for the Garnett house, but
Right.
I was there, and I shot him a text, was like, "Hey, you in town?" Well, he didn't answer me back. I was like, "Oh, he's probably busy." Drove by, and I see his van, and I see Koopsik's Bronco. And I'm just like,
okay.
"Oh, I gotta stop by. I gotta say hi to my guys." And
Yeah.
I felt so bad because I didn't know your dad was giving a tour. So I walked up to the back door, and I was about to knock, and I was like, wait, I hear voices. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna call him. So I called him on his phone, and I was just like, turn around to your back door. But then at that time, I hear people coming up out of the basement. I'm like, oh shit! I ran away, but hid behind the van, and so I surprised your dad. I didn't scare him or anything. I just wanted to come in and say hi. I kind of felt bad for like bombing in, and like thankfully they weren't investigating. He was just doing the walk around kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, guys, I'm sorry. I just gotta say hi to this guy. Like,
Oh, fact,
I'm
you're in
leaving. I
town?
swear.
Gotta pull up.
Oh yeah, of course.
For him, that's a pimp move. Like people coming up, hey man, like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
sorry, excuse me. I got
He
fans
is actually
here.
somebody. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
No,
That's
I'm
how I
kidding,
feel all
I'm
the
kidding.
time, man. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. But Austin, it's been a blast, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been great.
Finally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finally.
freaking
No,
A.
I ran out of excuses. Had to hop on the Boogeyman radio show. Thank you guys for having me. It was a great time, man.
You
Hey,
finally
you
got
said
your
you're-
hair right. Yeah.
You said you're gonna be going live tonight.
Not live. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to film a video.
Try
Okay.
I
keyword.
don't get too scared.
Well, make sure you turn off the lights.
Yeah, exactly.
This video's a little different. We're actually doing an experiment where we keep the lights on just to see.
Oh,
what
that's different.
It happens
on my-
anytime, ladies and gentlemen.
That might work on my girlfriend. Hey, no, I'm kidding. Don't have a girlfriend.
There she is.
All right.
Pandalina. What? Pandalina Jolie.
It's Rosie
just kidding.
Palmer.
It's C. Palmer. Oh my God. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been a blast. Again, thank you, Austin, for being here. Dave, this has been a great time. Thank God
Yes,
we
sir.
had this. If you guys if you guys like the shenanigans tonight, obviously like the video, subscribe to the channel, get it out to as many friends as you can. Maybe leave us a comment, and actually, you know what? Leave us a comment on what you think we should talk about next. That has to do with maybe the paranormal field. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see y'all next Monday at 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Peace.